Hello, everyone. Welcome back again. I think maybe we have this live streaming thing working. I'm hoping. Got a little bit of a glare here. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Oh,
where's
where's
that
that coming
glare?
from?
Okay.
Anyway, welcome back again. And we're just here to thank you all because we can announce that we have officially funded.
Yep.
It must be sun coming in from someplace. But anyway, we've officially funded. We hit our 10,000 mark. We actually have gone beyond that. We're at 13,624. So we've also hit the first stretch goal for the premium cards,
Yeah, with the
linen
black
coated,
core.
core cards, and we're about $1,400 away from the next one, which will get us to the 1.25 inch counters, so big, large counters in the game. That's for all the different marks and whatnot that are going to be in the game. Let me move this way. Maybe that's better. Just so we're here again. We just wanted to thank everybody. I see we don't really have anybody yet. I'm hoping some people might join us. I'm hoping I did this thing again correctly. Oh, it is. I think I see it on there. It's actually appearing online so people can come and see and join us. Want to also talk a little bit about what to expect going forward. So the next stretch goal, as I said, is the upgraded counters, the larger size counters. Beyond that, at 17.5 would be the dual layer battalion boards. So right now the battalion boards there's 3 of them in the game, and you mark your hits on them, and they are flat right now. They're flat cardboard. And what we're going to do with them is make them dual layers so you can take your cube and actually fit them in the slot, and your cube won't go flying
Much more convenient.
when you hit the table or something. Then at 20,000, we'll add in a couple draw bags with custom designs, and those will be for the I'm going to forget this, the tactics chits and the shell creators. So for those 2 things. At 22.5, we're going to add linen texture to the box, which will give a nice feel to the box, a nice look. 25, linen texture to the board. 27.5, we're going to do a custom meeple for the scoring track. Right now, the scoring track uses a pawn. So we're thinking about doing Big Bertha, but we're willing to take some feedback on that. A little wooden Big Bertha figure with actual kind of similar to our other figures, and that'll be printed. I'm going to get Tawa to draw that out so that it looks a nice little figure, and you can march that around the board to count your score. And then at 30,000, that would give us the upgraded acrylic dice. Right now, they're kind of plain plastic dice. They will have printing on them, but this will upgrade to a nicer acrylic die, which is a little bit sturdier and a little bit better quality. I'd also be curious to get some feedback from some people as regards what size you like. We have a specific size that we already quoted, but do you like bigger, smaller dice, that sort of thing? Maybe I'll send out some sort of poll for that later on, because I'd be curious to see, because we could potentially even upgrade the size of the dice, not just the look of the dice, if we wanted to.
How many dice are there?
There are 6 custom dice, and then there's 1 additional die that you use to count the turns. And if I remember right, the standard, I believe, is 16 millimeter. Which is kind of the standard size, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And but we could consider maybe going up to 18. It gets a little big. Some people like a big die in the hand to roll. Some people like a little smaller. So I get some feedback. We got Mike's gaming gala on here. Gala, just saw this on Facebook and back. Funny that you guys are live right now. Well, thank you for coming and backing, and thank you for joining us. If you have any questions or anything, just let us know. But please backing us. We're trying to get all these different stretch goals included in the game, both at the Kickstarter and on the retail. We were kind of talking about that earlier today, whether it would be in both retail and Kickstarter, but Wes and I kind of communicated and talked about it, and we can do that. We can put it into both the retail and the Kickstarter, so we would like to do that.
And if they missed a little bit of the first part, we just reached the funding. We also reached that first goal, and that was the black core cards, upgraded cards. That's significant right there, because have you ever had cards in your game and you have to use them a lot, like you do in this game, and they just start getting all bent and not great shape and stuff? This black core is like the premium way to adjust for that, and they're going to hold up a lot better.
Yeah, they'll be able to shuffle better and whatnot. And we're working with the company to do a couple additional things that we haven't really mentioned a lot of, but it's probably good to mention. We're looking at doing a plastic insert, not just a cardboard insert. I'm even talking with them about doing a cover on top of that, something where you can fit all the 36 wooden pieces, something where you can fit all your counters in nice order, and also something where you can fit your cards. And I'm working with them to do that with both unsleeved or sleeved, that you can fit all the cards in there, and that'll take care of them as well. And we don't actually have that as an upgrade right now, so that would be a base, but we can see. We'll see what we can do. But right now, that's part of the game, and we're communicating with them and working with them to come up with some sort of custom fitted and molded insert to go within this real nice box. Everything is really high end. Everything is thick. Everything is really sturdy. We quoted on really high end stuff all throughout the game. It was actually a little difficult to even come up with stretch goals because everything was so high quality to begin with. So we really had to get creative a little bit on the stretch goals, but I think that we've come up with some good ones. Black core, as you already said, and then next would be the 1.25 inch counters. Those are pretty big counters. So that would have all your tactic ships would be that size, all your shell creators, your enemies, what else? Artillery, gas, your lost battalion. All of those would be 1.25 inches. They'll look great on the board because the board's already a pretty large board. It's a 2 foot by 2 foot board, so they're going to look great on that. Roughly 2 foot. It's a little smaller than that. It fits in the box. The box is about 2 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot is the box, and then inside it folds to that, and then gets. I'm not saying this well. I'm live here. I'm not saying this well, but you get the point. It folds down and goes into the box. But the box, when you unfold it, is about 2 foot by 2 foot roughly. And it has all the gorgeous art by Tawa Biwa, as we've said many times. So
you have to have her in a streaming.
That'd be nice
too.
Yeah, we'll do that
idea. Sometime during this campaign, because you all need to meet her, and she's doing a great, very thematic and conceptual kind of job on this, and we're just really happy.
Yep. So we're only $1,238 away, I believe, from the next level, the 15,000 level. So please, if you've already purchased and you want to see these stretch goals be part of your game, then please share with people that you know that might be interested. Mike says, I played these kind of games with my team boys. For me, quality components are the biggest thing, prioritized over packaging. Okay, yeah, the components are going to be quite nice. So the counters will be thick. You're going to have wooden pieces. The cards will be nice quality. The board is thick, nice quality. But I like the packaging as well, because you don't want a box where, you put it you open it the first time, it goes split,
I've had that happen on 2 games that are very well known.
Yep. So that's something good. Well, thank you for your feedback on the dice, and we'll take a look at that. I know some people like I said, some people like a little smaller, some people like a little bigger, some people like right in the middle. So I appreciate your feedback on that, and we'll take a look at that moving forward.
On the face of every die, there are 2 sets of information, though, so it can't be too small. Can't go with a little tiny.
No, it's going to be the 16 or bigger.
It'll have to be that.
So you're going to have on the die both the attack information. If you reveal an event card and it's a machine gun fire or it's a barrage of some sort, you're going to roll the dice, and that information is on there in icons. And then also on it is numbers, and those will be used when you're actually attacking the trench. So both of those information will be on the die. And we've been working with the artists, coming up with some pretty nice, I think, icons, as well as numbers and colors to all indicate what you do, what the results are.
The attacks on the trench have been a lot of fun, where you have how many factors you can have, 0 to 4. And 0, of course, you're either going to win or lose, or if you're attacking the trench, they're going to lose if they're a 0. But it tells you how many dice you roll. And then you add up the numbers from each side to see. So obviously, if you have 3 dice to roll, your numbers are generally going to be higher than the attacker with 2 dice, for instance. And but it's been fun playing lately, because we see some real upsets in that too. And it's one of those things where, one of those games where everybody in the room hears you going, and all that kind of stuff. So leads to that sort of thing.
Well, and even if they do have a 0, either because it was a 0 to begin with, or it got downgraded because of gas or artillery,
Mhm.
you still have to roll better than a 0. Otherwise, you're going to
Yeah,
tie.
that's true. That's true.
And the
And
tie
there's
is not
0 on the
tie does not
That's true.
favor you. So
Mhm.
you really need to do better than them. So that's all part of the game. That's a fun part of the game. Again, a couple reminders about the game: that we have 6 scenarios in the game. We have 4 nationalities, and we would like to expand that. I mean, we're looking at, hey, if this does really well, moving forward, we could add additional nationalities. We could add additional locations, additional battles, additional nationalities.
Mhm.
I'd love to include a larger game, maybe with 6 players instead of 3, do a double board. Maybe on something like Gallipoli. That would be a lot of fun. These games always end up with someone being the mayor of Grumpy Town on at least one roll. Yes. Yes. Grumpy
Mhm.
Town does happen on at least one roll, and that is definitely true. So thank you again, Mike.
Well, and remember with the boards, you're talking about the expansions.
Mhm.
This game is like an expansion to anything you've played, by Herman before in this push your
Mhm.
luck style, because we do have scenarios with terrain tiles, and that changes the whole game
Mhm.
and the flow of the game so much.
Mhm. That's true.
So it's that's makes it very exciting too.
Mhm. Yeah, I think that's going to be really great.
Mhm.
And these terrain tiles are not small. There's some smaller ones that are like forests that are yay big. But then there's some ones that are bigger. This mud that is really big. I can't even get on the screen. It's like really big tiles that
Takes up multiple squares.
yeah, that takes multiple squares that you have to cover over. There'll be some big ones for the forts and some smaller one. I mean, some I forget the exact sizes, but there's forts, there's villages, there's some forests, there's some mud,
Mhm.
some various things that will get added into the game as you're playing it, depending on where you are and what scenario you're in and that sort of thing. So that's also kind of cool and exciting. That's really about it. I mean, we didn't have a lot to say. We just really wanted to thank everybody and keep urging you to share with other people and let people know about the game. This is, I don't know, for me, I mean, far beyond what I thought we'd be. We're almost at 200
Yeah.
backers.
Yeah.
And for the first day, 200 backers for a brand new company, that seems pretty extraordinary to me. But
In the war game world, particularly
yeah,
too.
yeah. So
Really.
we're
So
real
this is really
happy.
great.
Yeah, this
Really
is really
fun.
fantastic. So we're keeping and watching the numbers. We've been live since 10 o'clock. It's 4:12 right now. So what's that? It's a little bit over 6 hours. But you have till 10 tomorrow Eastern time to take advantage of the first wave offer, which is $69. That's $20 off MSRP, $10 off the normal price. After that, it's going to go up to $79. So make sure you take advantage of the first wave offer.
Yeah.
Because I will disappear at literally 10:01 tomorrow. I will take it down. What else? Anything else we need to say?
We can tell them if they hadn't heard too about conventions. We'll be going to PresCon in Charlottesville, Virginia. We'll have a booth there. We'll be demoing our prototype of the game and all this sort of thing. And you're welcome to stop by and play. That's coming up
we'll
at
have a booth.
the end of the month.
I keep forgetting we're actually going to have a booth.
Yeah, we are.
And that's pretty cool because we will not only have a booth, we will have games for sale at our booth.
Yeah,
even though we have not completely. I mean, we just funded today. Obviously, we're not going to produce this until and get it out to you to the fall. At PresCon, we are going to have not only demos of this game, we're going to have demos of his game, Urgent Commands, which is our second game coming out. And we're also going to have a whole selection of used games on one side, and then a whole selection of new games. We worked out consignment deals with Blue Panther and with the companies that they print for. So we're looking forward to that. There'll be games from Mike Nagel's company. There'll be games from a White Dog and others. And then we also worked out a consignment with Fortress Games with Mr. Bob Fanoff. And so we'll be selling his games there as well. So both of those are pretty cool. You can get great new games. You can get some really cool used games, which are going to be at a fantastic price. I guarantee it. And you know what? If they're not, make me an offer. I might take it. The guy I have working for me, his name's Dave. He's a softie. So make him an offer. He'll probably take it. No, I'm Dave. Say, hey, Dave, I hear you'll take whatever offer I make for him. He will. So we'll sell lots of games and we'll have lots of fun. We'll be there playing games, talking to people. Probably we'll do some sort of playthrough that we'll video, put it onto YouTube.
Yep.
I'd love to get a rat chat in.
Yeah, that would be fun too.
We haven't done that in a while, so we can do that as well.
Get back into it. So. And then in April, we'll be at Circle DC, Washington, D.C. And it's a great convention where lots and lots of game designers go.
Yep.
In particular, you know, and people loving to try out new games.
And we'll have some sort of table there, I'm sure, and we'll be demoing both games, Urgent Commands and Forlorn Hope. And then after that, looking like Origins.
Yep, Columbus, Ohio.
Yep, and we probably will have a prototype by then. Not just, I mean, a prototype, like an official prototype from Long Pack, printed out, manufactured prototype that we can probably pull out and take a look at and play. And we'll again be at one of the tables in the War Game HQ area there, and we'll probably be also doing some of the
War College,
War College speaking,
lectures about different things going on with gaming and what we're involved
Brant was begging us, I think, wasn't he, about getting in on one of those Word game designer panels.
There's going to be some panels.
So I think we said yes to that.
That'd be great.
And then after that, we have
WBC, right? And what do they call it?
Seven
Springs Resort.
Seven Springs, Pennsylvania,
just south of Pittsburgh. It's less than an hour, I believe.
Yep.
And we'll have a booth there too.
East, south, yes. And we'll have a booth there. And again, we're going to do something similar to what we did last time, in that we will have a large selection of used games for sale. We probably will have some games on consignment, definitely from Fortress, I think, if we don't sell them all.
Yeah.
Even if we do, maybe we'll get some more from him. And we also will be demoing, as I said, Forlorn Hope, and with a nice prototype, and Urgent Commands will demo, and maybe even some other game we might demo, depending on what I have done by then. Because I am working on some things of my own to demo. And then I've been working on some fun game to play. Last time we did a dice rolling game where you roll some dice, and depending what you rolled, you got a prize, and then you can kind of double down and roll another and get, that sort of thing. But I have another game that I'm thinking of, and we're going to maybe try that and give some prizes away again. We gave a lot of free games away, I remember last time. So we could do that again.
Yeah.
So that would be really a lot of fun, and we hope that you can join us for all that. And then that will get us really ramped up and ready for getting the final game in on the boat, shipped over here, and then looking like getting it to you September, October.
Yep. So we don't want this to drag out. That's one of the core missions of our company.
Right.
Is we tired of waiting a year, 2, 3. I've got one game I'm waiting on for 4 years now, at least, and that's not acceptable to us. And kick me if something happens in it, and that's what happens.
Well, it's funny because here we are live today at the nerve center, I guess, of Warfrat Games, which is basically my basement. And I can imagine when that stuff is actually put on the ship and starts to transport over, are we going to sit here every day watching the ship going across?
We probably will. Yeah, we'll see there. Oh, look, there it is. Why is it stopping?
Yeah, depending on when it launches and actually starts making its way overseas. I'm a teacher, so I told my students already. I said, if you're in my class by that time, you'll probably be doing your work and watching on the screen the little ship moving across on the water.
That's a great geography lesson.
There you go.
Right? Yeah,
there you
totally
go.
justified in the classroom.
Yep. Mike, thanks so much. We really do appreciate it. Yes, it was amazing. We hit our goal so quickly, and then we're only $1,100 away from the upgraded counters, and only 7 backers away from 200 backers. So that would be absolutely fantastic.
Yep.
So again, thank you all. We're going to say goodbye, but thank you for joining. And if you hadn't had a chance to watch it, it streams for a little bit on backer kit, so you can rewind it and watch it again.
Yeah, go watch the video on the backer kit page, and tell us who the narrator is.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Well, right now it's they replace it with this stream for right now.
Okay.
And then the stream will disappear, and then the new one, that one will go back on.
Okay.
So okay, take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye. Where does it replace?